everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we played the Magic of Christmas 2025 at Bailey Park in Cornelius, North Carolina. It's just outside of Charlotte, and this was hosted by Aha Shack Disc Golf Goods. This was a cool course. It was my first time ever being there, and I really enjoyed it. Had a good time. My putting was absolutely on fire. I had a great day, and actually wound up with probably my best round all year as far as like a tournament round. But let's get into it. I was using the full Castoplast bag today, as you'll see in my in the bag. And they worked out great. Absolutely loved them. I'm going to be doing another video here pretty soon where I'm going to do an all Prodigy bag, but I will most likely be going back to my Castoplast bag for 2026, at least for a while in 2026. I'll probably use that bag for a bit. I really enjoyed it. That K1 plastic's incredible. But yeah, let's get into the first hole here. So starting off on hole number 11, and this is just a soft left to right shot. I'm taking the yarn, and I was trying to throw a little flex up here and get it to skip right, but I went a little too straight with it. Probably should have thrown the thumber on the skip line and let it skip up to the basket, but had a long putt here, and I just put it up to the basket, and I just decided to take a par. Here, I didn't want to run it and have it go down that hill. Hole 12, I'm going to throw the Nord, and on this shot, this is a blind shot, and it's just a hard hyzer, and I think I got really close to the basket. On the shot, it just rolled down the hill, and this is a long birdie putt here. First birdie of the day, hole number 2. It was feeling good. I missed my drive on this one. This is my second shot. I hit a tree halfway down just to put a reco up on a little Anheuser patent pending, and let myself with a pretty easy par here. Hole 13, I'm throwing the Falk on a backhand. It goes sharply uphill. Basket's pretty much straight away. I was hoping to get a little bit of fade at the very end, but I did get over on it just a little bit, and so it went straight up the hill and is pin high, just kind of right in these trees. So I decided just to toss it up under the basket, take my par. I'm trying to play smart out here today, and it worked out pretty well. But another par. Hole 14, I'm sorry, 15. I'm throwing a reco, trying to do a turnover backhand, and I got it turned over. It just fought out of it a little bit more than I expected. So I'm pin high, I'm just left, unfortunately. A little Anheuser putt, and for a second I thought I was going to go in the basket, and it just, at the last moment, it kind of panned out and finished flat, straight. But took an easy par. Hole 16, I believe this is. I'm trying to default on a turnover backhand, and I just made a mistake here and left it out to the left more than I wanted, and unfortunately hit that tree and kicked in the woods. I'm taking the yarn, and I'm just trying to flick it up to the basket, just trying to get it close, and for a second I thought I had it, and I caught that last tree, and that was me just saying shush because I had a good shot. I got niced on it, but this is to save the par. Got it.
Sorry, I did it again too.
Hole 17, I'm going to throw a Svea. Very tight gap here, but I hit it just right, and unfortunately I carried right into this tree in the middle, the last tree I needed to beat. So just had a long approach, took the reco and just threw it up out to the right and let it crash in next to the basket. Easy par. Hole 18, I'm going to take the Malm here, and unfortunately I didn't realize it at the time, but this path is very slick. I don't know if it was my shoes or the path, but you can see my foot just slide right there, and unfortunately I just kind of threw the Malm and straight into the woods on the left, and I'm going to take the yarn and this is just a save play. I just tried to toss it up as near as I could with the angle I had, and fortunately left me inside the circle putt here to save par. A hole 19. Throwing the CACs here, and this I actually got CTP on this one. Unfortunately, well, I took CTP here, but somebody took it from me. I was like 2 feet from the basket, so they must have been touching the pole to have taken it from me, but that was an easy birdie. Hole 20, throwing the gold on a forehand. Got it a little bit nose up, so I didn't quite get the distance I wanted, but leaves me with this long putt here to try to make a birdie. And just put a little bit too much anhyzer on it, but I was trying to avoid kind of hitting on the side and rolling down this hill, so I kind of laid it up. Easy par. Hole 21, taking the Reco X. The card said it was 200 feet, but I don't think that was correct. I think it was more closer to like 220, maybe 215, 220. Because I felt like I threw this 200 feet, and I was just short. So this is circle's edge putt here, just inside circle, maybe 25, 28 feet for birdie. And cash that one in. That was me trying to pick my disc up, and I kind of stumbled and just kicked it. Taking the Stig here, hole 1 on the backhand, trying to get a turnover around those trees kind of on the right, and for a second I thought I hit it just right, and at the last moment it kind of just faded out on me and just crashed down to the ground. I didn't quite put it on enough anhyzer, but a long putt here for birdie, and I almost had it, but easy par. Hole 2, taking the Nord, and my goal here, I was trying to do a spike hyzer with it because I want to say it was like 215, 210, and I just threw it a little too inside. I think if I had thrown the CACs, I may have, on that same line, I'd have been closer, but this is just outside circle putt for birdie. Might be circle's edge, but able to cash it in. My putt was just feeling good today. Hole number 3, I believe. Taking the Stig again, and I just went a little too high with it. I caught that tree in the middle, just high up, and dropped it down. Gosh, this was probably 60 feet for this birdie putt or a throw in. Bam! Just absolutely nailed it. It was feeling good. I'm throwing the Jota here on, I think this is hole 5 now. It felt so good out of the hand, and it just did not stand up. But it felt so good. Long putt here to try to make another birdie. Had a little bit of a headwind, and I was like, come on, I can do it again. And I gave it exactly what it needed, and it was just short. Just 1% more power, I might have made that. Easy par putt though. I believe this is hole 6. Throwing the Svea, and out of the hand here, I thought I crushed it, and I needed it to flip and move right because it's a fuse basically, and unfortunately it did not flip over. It just held straight and went straight into these trees, and all I have is like this crazy hyzer putt because I don't really have a line to the basket at all. Those trees kind of straight ahead on the camera are right in my way. I'm having to throw it around those trees and just lay it up under the basket. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't really have a birdie run, but pretty easy par. I think this is hole 7. I may be wrong on that. I may have my holes off, but I was trying to throw a skip forehand with the yarn, and I just didn't get it on angle, and it just hit the ground flat and just slid. So that was just me tossing up to take the par. That was not a run. That was just a layup. I didn't want to risk giving away a bogey at this point because of how well I was doing. Throwing the Nord here on the this is hole 7, I believe, and this was an ace run. You're going to see where the disc finished, right behind the basket. I mean, it just, God, I wish I could have seen how close it got, but it was another blind shot. But another birdie putt, little straddle putt from where I was. This hole, I believe this was hole 8, throwing the cacks, and I threw it absolutely perfect. It just held straight longer than I expected. It never crashed back to the left. It was a great shot. I'm pin high. I'm just right. And once again, I can't see the basket. That tree right in front of me there is blocking the basket. I'm gonna have to throw around this tree and just hope. And I almost had it. I almost got it when I couldn't even see it. But easy par putt. Yeah, that was hole 8. Okay, back on track. Hole number 9. This is a signature hole out here. I'm going to throw the Reco X. I believe it's 246 feet. And I'm just going to throw it straight down the middle of the tower and let it crash in near the basket. I thought I stood up and rolled closer than I did. This is probably 25 feet, 28 feet. And this is where I'm just getting my bearings, letting the card mate get his mini down and cashing in another birdie. So the last hole, hole 10 here, I made a mistake here. I was trying to throw the yarn on a hard flex forehand, and unfortunately I did not get it on as much anhyzer I wanted, so I put it way out here to the right. So this is my last chance to make another long birdie putt. And out of my hand, I thought I'd absolutely nailed it. Boom, caught chains, middle left chains, and unfortunately kicked out instead of into the basket. But yeah, overall this round was great. As you can see here, I finished 7 down, 900 rated round. I got a 3rd place finish for the tournament. Got my first trophy ever in a tournament. I've got some flex start wins and stuff like that, but they don't give out trophies at flex starts. But this was my first, non-flex start or non-flex tournament, win or podium, and got my first trophy. It's a snow globe that's got 3rd place in it, and it was awesome. Absolutely loved this round. Enjoyed the course. My first time out there. I would absolutely recommend going out to play this course. It's a fun course. There's no holes out there that are just going to frustrate you. They're not going to be unfair to the point where you're sitting there going, why is this a disc golf hole? It was just a fun course to play, and I would recommend going out there to play it. 21 hole course, so definitely get out there and have some fun with it. But yeah, 3rd place finish. Good way to kind of end the year almost. I've got one more tournament coming up on Sunday. That will be my last tournament of the year. Absolutely no other tournaments coming up. That's going to be from Johnson Street in High Point, and I look forward to bringing that. That it will be a flex start, so it's not a major tournament, but it will be a fun flex start to kind of finish out the year at Johnson Street. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.